Come on in, take a seat, stay a while. Welcome to the Antress Witt Show. I am your host, Antress Witt. Of course I am. Who else would I be? Let's get this show started. So listen, I unofficially started this thing last week because I wanted to talk about Big Tigger, from the Big Tigger morning show. But we'll get into that in a minute. Before we get started, I hope you guys are having a great morning, evening, afternoon, night, whenever this video pops up on your timeline or whatever time of day you watch it. I hope it is wonderful. And I want to give you some positive and motivation to start off. Mind your business. And I'm not saying this in an ugly way. I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm saying this because sometimes we tend to worry about other people's business more than we worry about our own business. And a lot of times, people stress themselves out about other people's business, and their business is just washing down the river. Think about the amount of time that you sit and you gossip and you worry about somebody else's business. Think about that time that you could be investing in yourself. Okay. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I haven't done that before, but I'm encouraging you because I have learned from it. Like, don't get invested in what other people are doing. And a lot of times it's unintentional. Nobody just sits around. Yeah, some people do. But a lot of times it's unintentional and we don't realize how much time we've got invested into somebody else's business or how much time we spend worrying about other people's business. And we can actually be putting that into our own selves, pouring into ourselves and investing in our own business. Start something, write a book, anything. Find something else positive to do other than worrying about what other people got going on. And that's your motivation for today. I hope somebody's motivated. And if they're not, send it to somebody, please. Please. So let's get started. We're gonna have a good time on this show. Listen, I'm just I'm just gonna be like transparent. I'm just gonna be myself. You know what I mean? Like, why not? And we're gonna talk some stuff. We're gonna talk about some stuff and we all have opinions. We wasn't there. You can come with your negative comments or whatever you want to come with, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have fun. This is a good vibe show, and we're gonna have fun. And where are my perimenopause ladies at? I need y'all to come in here and make some noise, baby, because Lord have mercy, we be going through some stuff. We be going through some stuff. And men, husbands, boyfriends, brothers, whoever, if you are experiencing a woman that is going through perimenopause, please, brother, I ask you to be patient because we dealing with a lot of stuff. We are dealing with a lot of stuff. And if I don't know if y'all noticed, but everything has something to do with men. Menopause, menstrual cycle, perimenopause, men, men, men. So men, I need you to be patient, please. Because I gotta love my man. I love my man for putting up with me, baby. Because it's a lot. It is a lot. 3 a.m. be kicking my butt. But we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it, ladies. So we here to help each other. So if you know a trick, share a trick. Shoot, let's help each other. We gotta get through this. We're gonna get through this together. You ain't in this by yourself. Let's move on to the next topic, which is let's talk about that Big Tigger situation. Let's go back to it. Big snake, big worm, Big Tigger. Let's talk about Big Tigger. Okay. So last week I touched on what initially happened. And after I touched on that, there was another video that came out that actually showed from the inside of the home. The ring camera captured them in the basement. Looks like she was unplugging his devices, I assume his computer, and she was telling him to take a picture. He was telling her that device belonged to her and to plug it back in or something. And that's when the scuffle happened. I don't know if she had his phone, she was trying to take his phone. But I'll let you guys watch the video and you can see what you can make out of it. But I stand to say that Miss Brown seems to be the aggressor. I don't condone a man putting his hands on a woman at all. I don't. I honestly don't. But women, you know, you got to be logic. I'm a woman and I'm not going to defend what's wrong at all. I'm not going to defend it. And if you are the aggressor, you're wrong. You can't provoke people. You can't keep doing stuff and then think that people are not going to react because a man's not supposed to hit a woman. But everybody has feelings, and stuff happens. So we have to be mindful of what we do as well. So I'll play this video, and you guys, share your opinion. Tell me what your thoughts are about this video. And there you go. It happened. So we'll see what happens next because he was arrested. Um, he made bail and he has been ordered to stay away from her and the children. So we'll see what happens next. All right. So on to the BET Awards. Mm, 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 mm. I haven't even watched it. I saw bits and pieces, y'all, but I'm gonna watch it tonight, which is Tuesday night. So we're gonna talk about that on Thursday. I did see a little part of Drewski. I'm so proud of Drewski. Drewski, you've come a long ways, buddy, and I'm proud of you hosting the BET Awards. That's big. Ti performance. I don't know if y'all seen that clip. For those of you who have seen it, but for some reason, when Ti was performing, when he first started performing, people in the crowd didn't look so happy. I don't know. It just the look on their face looked like they were like they wasn't into it. And then all of a sudden they started clapping. King was driving the car. So I don't know what happened there. But again, I haven't watched the full award show yet, and I'm planning on doing that so we can talk more and discuss more on Thursday about the BET Awards. Shout out to Tiana Taylor. That's my girl. Girl, you did your thing. I'm proud of you. I really am. Ti and his entourage apparently has some issues with security. What's going on, people? We can't go nowhere. We just don't know how to act. What we doing? What we doing? Here's the video. I got that new album that dropped, Kill the King. I gotta listen to that as well. I don't know if you guys listen to that. Is that your type of music? What type of music do you like? Because we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna share some stuff, right? We're gonna on this show we're gonna share our favorites, and that will be my next thing is a book, right? So the latest book that I picked up is this Tabitha Brown. I did a thing. It's like 30 days of living free. So it's 30 days of doing something different. And I recommend this book because we all need to do something different. Every now and then, we got to step out of our box and do something different. So I have the links in the description where you guys can go order you a book. But yeah, this is my latest right now that I'm reading. When I try to read a book every month, one book a month, and I try to support my people. Movies. What are you watching? What are you watching? So I don't know if you guys know, but I am an actress. Yes, I am. Antress, the actress. So I am in this movie called Way Down Low. And if you guys are interested, you can go watch it on Folsom TV. I will also drop that link below. So whenever you got some free time and you need a movie to watch, go watch Way Down Low and tell me what you think. This movie was my first movie with a speaking role. So I think I did pretty good. But I'm starting out, but I'm going to get better. I just finished another one, Twisted Marriage Counselor. That one will be out soon. I will be sure to let you guys know when it comes out. I've done a lot of background acting. So yeah, we'll be sharing that stuff with you though. But if you got a good movie, let's share it in the comments. And one last thing that I saw this week that kind of touched me a little bit. I've seen two families lose a child, both to drowning. There was a popular social media influencer who lost his 2-year-old daughter. She somehow got out of the house and she drowned in their pool. Very sad situation. And it was on Father's Day. And the latest one was today. There was a 6-year-old out in Clayton County that somehow got out of the house. I think he was autistic. And they found him in the pond today. Very, very sad situation. I just encourage everyone to please, childproof your home, lock up your homes, whatever you can do. Pools, put fences around your pools, put cameras up, alerts or something, because that's not a good feeling. I can only imagine what the parents go through. My sister lost her son, although he was 24, but that still was her child, and he was just like a son to me. So I understand, the feeling of it, of losing a child. So my heart goes out to those families. I send my sincere condolences to those families, and I just want to encourage everybody to please just be mindful and to make sure we secure our stuff and keep our babies safe. But listen, I'm gonna get myself out of here, and I want to see y'all on Thursday. So I want y'all to go ahead and watch the BET Awards so we can talk about that on Thursday, okay? And whatever else is gonna happen between now and Thursday, we got to be in somebody's business. Oops, we're not gonna be in nobody's business, right? And as always, thank you guys for watching the Antress Witt Show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so that you don't miss anything, and I will see you next time.